In a kingdom of golden fields and crystal rivers lived Sir Cedric, a knight known for his bravery and kind heart. One day, a messenger announced that the Crystal of Dawn, which protected the kingdom, had been stolen by the Shadow Dragon. The king asked for a volunteer to retrieve it, and Sir Cedric stepped forward. He rode his steed, Valor, toward the enchanted forest. An old owl tested his heart's purity, and the River of Echoes challenged him with a riddle, both of which he passed with honesty and courage. Finally, he faced the Shadow Dragon, not with arrogance, but with respect, asking only for the crystal to save his people. Impressed by Cedric's honor, the dragon returned the crystal, asking only that it be protected from greed. Upon his return, the kingdom rejoiced, and Cedric was honored. He reminded everyone that true strength lies in keeping one's word, showing respect, and protecting what is good. Long ago, in the kingdom of Leora, the princesses were known not just for their crowns and gowns, but for their kindness and bravery. One sunny morning, Princess Ella, Princess Rose, and Princess Lila went for a walk in the enchanted forest. Birds sang sweet tunes, and butterflies twirled in the warm air. Suddenly, they heard a faint rustling behind the tall ferns. "Did you hear that?" whispered Princess Rose. Out stepped a small unicorn, silver as moonlight, with a shimmering horn that sparkled faintly. But instead of prancing proudly, the unicorn kept its head low and shuffled its hooves nervously. "Oh my goodness, a unicorn!" gasped Princess Lila, her eyes wide with wonder. But the unicorn hid behind the trees, too shy to come closer. The princesses exchanged glances. "She looks frightened," said Princess Ella softly. "We must show her she has nothing to fear." They sat gently on the forest floor, humming a lullaby instead of rushing forward. The unicorn peeked out, her ears twitching. "My name is Luna," she whispered at last, her voice trembling like a breeze. "I've always been too shy to meet anyone. Everyone expects unicorns to be bold and magical, but I'm afraid I'll never be good enough." Princess Rose placed a hand over her heart. "Luna, being brave doesn't mean never feeling scared. It means trying, even when you are." Princess Lila plucked a daisy and held it out. "You don't need to be like anyone else. You're special just as you are." Slowly, Luna stepped forward and accepted the flower. As she did, her horn glowed brighter than ever. The forest sparkled with tiny lights, as if the trees themselves were clapping. "You see?" said Princess Ella with a smile. "Your magic shines when you believe in yourself." From that day on, Luna was never alone. With the princesses as her friends, she learned to gallop proudly and share her magic with the kingdom. And whenever she felt timid again, she remembered, courage lives in every heart, even the quietest ones.
In Lumeria, Princess Amelia loved the royal gardens. One evening, a rainbow butterfly led her to a hidden meadow. Hundreds of glowing butterflies swirled, forming magical patterns. The butterfly said, "We need the song of kindness." Amelia hummed a tune of love, and the butterflies glowed brighter. They created a breathtaking ballet, and Amelia twirled with them. The butterflies crowned her with light. "Your kindness will bless your kingdom," said the rainbow butterfly. Amelia returned to the palace with a soft glow in her heart. From then on, she saw sparkles, reminders of the butterflies. She carried kindness, making her kingdom full of love and light. Every child dreamed of butterflies dancing in the moonlight. Long after peace returned to Arendelle, Elsa and Anna discovered secrets in the enchanted forest. One night, a strange glow appeared, calling to Elsa. They journeyed with Kristoff, Olaf, and Sven into the forest, finding a crystal cavern. Inside, they learned of a restless crystal spirit whose uncontrolled energy could shatter the land. Elsa tried to calm the spirit, but it resisted, creating a storm. Anna stood by Elsa, Kristoff shielded them, and Olaf brought laughter. Their bond softened the spirit's anger, bringing peace to the cavern. The spirit gifted Arendelle a crystal heart, symbolizing unity. Back at the castle, they placed it, a reminder of their adventure and the power of family. Olaf joked, and everyone laughed under the dancing lights. In a cozy cottage, an old woman baked a gingerbread man. As soon as she opened the oven, he jumped out, shouting, "Run, run, as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man." The old woman and man chased him, but he was too fast. He met a cow who wanted to eat him, but he ran on, singing his rhyme. Next, a horse tried to catch him, but he escaped again. He reached a river, and a sly fox offered to help him cross. The gingerbread man climbed onto the fox's tail, then its back, and finally, its head. In the middle of the river, the fox tossed his head and ate the gingerbread man in one bite. The old woman and man decided to bake a dozen more.
Once upon a snowy night in Arendelle, the sky shimmered with colors of green, purple, and blue. The northern lights danced above the castle, but something was strange. The lights suddenly froze in place, as if time had stopped. Elsa felt it first, her magic tingled with warning. "Anna, something's wrong. The northern lights are trapped by a powerful spell." Anna's eyes widened. But the northern lights guide travelers and protect the valley. If they vanish, Arendelle will be lost in endless winter darkness. Olaf waved his little twig arms. "Endless darkness? No sun? No hot chocolate? Oh, no!" Kristoff tightened his gloves. "We'll need to go north into the ice caves of Storm Mountain. That's where the spell is coming from." And so, the four friends set out on their new adventure, the journey to Storm Mountain. They traveled across frozen rivers, climbed icy cliffs, and passed through forests where the snow whispered like voices. Anna carried a lantern, bright and warm. Kristoff led Sven the reindeer, steady and strong. Olaf mostly fell into snowdrifts, but made everyone laugh. Elsa followed the strange magic trail that pulled her forward. Suddenly the ground shook. Ice wolves made of snow and frost leapt out, blocking their way. Anna held up her lantern. "Stay back!" Elsa raised her hands, sending a swirl of snowflakes to freeze the wolves into harmless ice statues. "Nice one, Elsa!" Kristoff cheered. Olaf peeked out. "I totally would have done that too, if I had powers or hands big enough, or bravery." Eugen the frozen crystal. At last, they reached the ice caves. Deep inside, glowing on a pedestal, was a frozen crystal, the source of the trapped northern lights. But guarding it was the snow sorceress, a tall figure with a cloak made of blizzards. "You cannot take my crystal," she boomed. "With the lights frozen, I will rule the skies forever." Anna stepped forward bravely. "You can't keep the beauty of the world locked away." The sorceress raised her staff, blasting ice storms. Elsa countered with her own magic, filling the cave with glittering snow. The sisters fought side by side, Anna distracting with quick moves, Elsa striking with waves of frozen power. Kristoff shielded Olaf and Sven, shouting, "Hold on, we've got this!" Finally, Elsa focused all her magic into her hands. With Anna holding her steady, Elsa shattered the sorceress's staff into icy shards. The sorceress vanished in a swirl of snow, defeated. The light's return. Elsa touched the frozen crystal, melting it with the warmth of her heart. The northern lights shot back into the sky, swirling brighter than ever before. Olaf twirled around. "Woohoo! Look at the sparkly colors. It's like fireworks, but chilly." Kristoff smiled at Anna. "You were fearless." Anna grinned. "We make a pretty great team." Elsa looked up at the glowing sky. "The lights remind us that even in the coldest nights, hope will always shine." And so, with laughter and joy, they rode back to Arendelle under the shimmering sky, safe, together, and ready for their next adventure.
One evening, Anna saw a strange light above Arendelle's mountains, and Elsa felt a pull in her heart. They found a scroll about the Moonstone, a crystal that controls shadows, hidden in the misty peaks. Worried it could darken Arendelle, they set out with Kristoff, Olaf, and Sven. They faced moving trees, whispers, and long shadows. In a hidden valley, they found the Moonstone guarded by the Keeper of Darkness, who warned of facing their shadows. Shadowy versions of Anna and Elsa appeared, echoing their fears. Anna declared they'd face them together. Elsa used her magic to reflect the Moonstone's light, scattering the shadows. The Keeper vanished, leaving the Moonstone hidden. They learned true power is facing fears with love. Back in Arendelle, the light disappeared, and a warm dawn arrived. Olaf joked about his shadow having a carrot nose, and everyone laughed as the day began, brighter than ever. One snowy morning, Elsa noticed glowing snowflakes leading to North Mountain. With Anna and Olaf, she followed the trail to a glacier. Touching it, a passage opened, revealing a diamond-like tunnel. Inside, a crystal floated, whispering, "Only true love can awaken what sleeps within." Holding hands, Elsa and Anna filled the chamber with warmth, transforming it into a breathtaking ice garden. Frozen flowers sparkled, and crystal creatures danced. A gentle voice echoed, "Your love has awakened me. Protect this magic, and it will protect Arendelle forever." As they left, the glacier closed, leaving glittering snow. Anna giggled. "Well, that was one cool mystery." Elsa laughed. "Yes, but it reminds me that love is the strongest magic of all," Olaf added. "And don't forget snacks." They returned home, their hearts glowing under the starry sky. Once upon a time, 3 bears lived in a cozy cottage. Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear. They had their own special things. One morning, Mama Bear made porridge, but it was too hot, so they went for a walk. Goldilocks wandered by and entered their cottage. She tasted Papa Bear's porridge. Too hot. Then Mama Bear's, too cold. Finally, Baby Bear's, just right, and ate it all. She sat in Papa Bear's chair. Too hard. Then Mama Bear's, too soft. Finally, Baby Bear's, just right, but it broke. Goldilocks went upstairs and tried the beds. Papa Bear's was too high, Mama Bear's too lumpy, but Baby Bear's was just right. and she fell asleep. The bears returned. "Someone's been eating my porridge," growled Papa Bear. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed," squeaked Baby Bear. Goldilocks woke up, saw the bears, and ran away. The bears decided to lock the door next time, and Goldilocks never entered a house uninvited again.
In the land of Starwood Forest, where fairies lit lanterns in the trees and painted moonbeams across the sky, there lived a fairy named Saren. She was graceful and kind, but she had one mystery: Saren never smiled. While other fairies laughed as they danced on flower petals or sang with the birds, Saren's face always stayed quiet and serious. Some fairies whispered, "Maybe she doesn't know how to smile." Others thought, "Perhaps she has forgotten joy." But Saren's heart wasn't cold. She simply carried a heavy secret. Long ago, when she was a little fairy, her favorite rainbow butterfly had flown away and never returned. From that day, she thought smiling would only make her miss it more. One day, the fairies prepared for the Festival of Lights, the most magical night of the year. Everyone decorated the forest with glowing lanterns, sparkling streams, and dancing fireflies. But without Saren's smile, the forest didn't shine as brightly. A curious little elf named Pip noticed this. Pip was tiny, with messy hair and a mischievous grin. He decided he would make Saren smile no matter what. First, Pip performed silly dances with acorns on his head. Saren watched but only blinked. Next, he painted funny faces on mushrooms. Saren sighed but stayed quiet. Finally, Pip whispered, "Maybe she needs something that belongs to her heart." So Pip traveled far to the Rainbow Valley where magical butterflies lived. After a long search, he returned with a glowing butterfly, Saren's lost friend. When Saren saw the butterfly flutter onto her hand, her eyes widened. A warmth spread across her face, and for the first time in many years, she smiled. It was the most beautiful smile in the forest, so bright that the lanterns glowed even stronger, and the Festival of Lights became the brightest in Starwood's history. From then on, Saren learned that smiling didn't mean forgetting her sadness. It meant remembering the love and joy that still lived in her heart. And every night, with her butterfly friend by her side, Saren shared her smile with the world, lighting up Starwood Forest forever.